All right, I'll take Colts at Broncos. Broncos 3.5-point favorites at home. 44.5 points is the over/under.
This one's going to be awesome.
Some key injuries, though. No Braden Smith at right tackle. So Matt Goncalves, who's played some left tackle for Bernard Raymond and a little bit of right when Smith's been out, he gets to start at right tackle. Not the defense I want to back up at right tackle against. I'll just say that with what they're throwing at. Now, he'll be going up against Jonathan Cooper. That's who usually lines up on that side, the guy who just got paid. And he's not a good matchup for a rookie because he's so skilled that he just has a zillion things he can hit you with. I don't love that. I don't love that for the Indianapolis Colts. And because of that, I really like the Broncos in this one. And I really like the under in this one as well, 44.5.
I love the Broncos in this one. But as it pertains to having a right tackle who's in a tough spot, I'm booking that end 50% of snaps. The best way is just don't block him, trap him, whack him, wham him. Give him every look in the book for putting our young guy on him face to face.
Indy does a great job of that too.
And with a guy like Anthony Richardson and Shane Steichen, I fully imagine that they are going to have people attacking that left defensive end spot from a number of different positions to try to protect that right tackle spot that you just talked about, Mike.
Yeah. So we'll see if Bo Nix can continue his hot streak. I think that
we can read that guy. We can read that guy. Make a bad decision. I dare you. I'm going to outrun you to the marker.
Do we want? I mean, so we're 6-7 though. We're with the Indianapolis Colts. We're 6-7. Obviously, this is the team we're trying to catch at 8-5. So a ton on the line here. But do we want to be subjecting Anthony Richardson to a zillion hits? I feel like now's the time. You're not out of it entirely, but you're out of it, right? And now's the time where I'm like, I want to see what I have as a passer. So I'm going to not try to get him killed as a runner because we've seen it on numerous occasions over the course of his career already that in the open field, he's not the best at avoiding big hits. That's where numerous injuries have come, or like all his injuries have come at this point. So I think
good news is it's going to be dry. It's going to be a little bit windy. It's going to be the sun is in the air. People don't know Colorado leads the country in days of sunshine. Okay?
Yes,
more sunshine than anybody. And it's funny because we live in the sunshine state, and I'd say it's cloudier here more often than anywhere else I've ever been. But it's going to be 52 degrees, so not a disadvantageous situation to throw the football, to your point. But I'm on the other side. Let's win by any means possible. Let's chase down this Broncos team. This is the equestrian dream here. Colts and Broncos. I want to see the horses out front leading the way. I want to see Anthony Richardson out there blowing steam out of his nose while he's running downfield, making guys make business decisions.
My fiance terrified of horses. She will not be tuning in. Eric Berry terrified of horses. Don't think he's going to be. Yeah, one time.
I know the Eric Berry one. He's like, that horse. Get that horse out of here, man. Somebody's got to get that horse.
So one time we were walking down the street of Chicago, and there's a policeman on a horse. This is like downtown in the Loop, and we're like 3 blocks away. And as soon as the horse saw my fiance, it started losing its mind. Like the horse is like screaming and like
sense
bucking.
Fear.
And like she started like panicking. We had to go on a different street because I mean it truly was. The horse saw her, looked right at us, and started just losing. I've never seen
the horse was like that girl is so scared.
It knew.
What visceral reaction? What do you have a visceral reaction to like that?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not too. The one thing that I always say I'm not that afraid of, but then anytime I test it, heights. If I try to do, I'm always like on a plane, I'm fine if I'm like enclosed, but you put me near a high ledge and I'm like, it just gets
any balcony in Vegas. I'm like, I'm not even going out there. We went out there for the O-line trip for the Chiefs. And, on the balcony, it's Tooney, Humphrey, all the guys, a bunch of 300-pounder plus pounders out on the balcony, like 30th floor. I'm in the hotel room with the door open talking to these guys because I won't even go out there. Like, my palms start sweating. I can't even, when I go hiking with Chris. when I go hiking with Chris, we go up to this thing called Humpback Rock in Central Virginia. Beautiful lookout point, big rock face, like Lion King type rock. You know what I'm talking about? I crawl on my belly.
So you can't fall. Yeah.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Crazy.
It's
Hate
great.
heights. Can't stand them.
Did you ever do the Willis Tower walkout?
Absolutely not.
I did it once, and I stepped out there, and I had to go back. I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. It's not worth it.
Imagine being 300 plus pounds.
Yes, on that thing.
You have to worry about structural integrity on everything you touch.
Me too.
I walk over grates in New York City, and I'm like, I'm going to meet the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tonight if I step on the wrong part of this grate. For real.
Oh, man. All right, well, to wrap up Colts Broncos 10-3 against the spread this year. Best of any team in the NFL. Give me the Broncos.